For those of you that don't know, I'm Maggie, and we are back with another Skylar Scent Club unboxing. And I think I say this at the beginning of every single one, but this Scent Club really reminds me how quickly this year is moving. We only have 4 months left in this year, and I have to say this has been one of my favorite years ever because I got engaged, we took an amazing vacation, I just got promoted at work, and so I kind of took on a new job, and this YouTube thing is still bringing me a lot of joy. So I'm really excited to tell you all about Wanderlust. I've started to get a new audience on these Scent Club videos, so I want to revisit the basics and tell you all of the details about how the Scent Club works. So this is a monthly subscription box, which means it comes to your door every single month. By the end of the year, you will have received 12 different scents if you choose to keep it for 12 months. It costs $20 per month. Each scent is a unique limited edition scent. So this is September scent, and once September is over, this will no longer be available unless they want to surprise us one day and come out with these full-size scents, or maybe around the holidays it would be cool if they came out with like limited edition releases of all of these so that you can snag them one more time if you love them or if you want to give them as gifts or something. I don't know what's in the works for that, but I would really appreciate it because I found a couple of my absolute favorite Skylar scents through this scent club. Now their whole MO at Skylar is that they offer clean perfumes. They don't have all the nasty chemicals that a lot of perfumes on the market have. They're hypoallergenic, they're cruelty free, but these actually come each month in a rollerball size, which is perfect because if you are continually getting perfume, you don't want a huge bottle to work through every single time. This is 10 milliliters, which is actually a pretty standard rollerball size. These also stay good for 2 years, and I honestly think depending on how frequently you use them, they can last you a while. Now, since like Magic Bloom from April and Salt Air from July, those have been my absolute favorites, and so I'm actually like halfway through those bottles and it hasn't even been close to a year. So because there aren't a whole lot of clean scents on the market, Skylar really wanted to come up with this unique scent club to kind of introduce you to how different and unique and wonderful clean scents can actually be. Now they have a pretty limited permanent line, but there is something for everyone in their permanent line. They have the floral scents, they have the fresh scents, they have the fruity, they have the woodsy, they have the kind of like more mature, I'm trying to think about how to describe Arrow. It's a very unique scent that I can't really quite place my finger on, but either way, they have something out there for everyone. This scent club was just to give people a little bit more of what they were already loving. So this month's scent is called Wanderlust, and this is a woody, dry, smoky scent. And when I first read that, I was like, this ought to be interesting, because based on the packaging, I thought that this was gonna smell a whole lot like Nest's Indigo. It has very similar colored packaging, which I know is just a silly way to judge a scent, but I was really looking for a floral scent in September, but they gave us woodsy, which I still surprisingly ended up liking. This is one of those scents that's extremely unique. It says the top notes on this are papyrus, Virginia cedar, and violet leaves. Now I will say, when I roll this on, the primary scent that I get is definitely the cedar. I really don't get a whole lot of violet. This is definitely a woodsy scent. And if any of you have ever been to Austin, Texas and happen to be in the Driscoll Hotel, this perfume smells exactly like whatever the lobby smells like in that hotel, and it immediately transported me there. It was bizarre. That's the closest thing I can relate this to. I've truly never smelled another scent like this that is really smoky, woodsy. This smells very similar to if you were to stick your head in a cedar closet, but then add some good smelling notes on the back end. Like, it doesn't smell like straight cedar. That's just the primary smell that I get. When it wears on my body throughout the day, it does tend to get a little bit sweeter. Like, you get a little less of the smokiness over time, but on the whole, it really maintains that kind of cedar profile. And if you're somebody that has willow in your collection at home, that's one of Skylar's permanent scents that's also for the woodsy girl, then you will probably really, really like this scent. It says actually that you should layer this with willow to get a beautiful natural escape. It says that if you layer meadow with Wanderlust, you get a crisp, cool, sophisticated scent. I don't own meadow and I don't own willow. And typically, if they're suggesting that I layer this perfume with 2 perfumes in their permanent line that I don't own, I kind of think that I won't like it because I don't own those scents already, so I probably won't like scents that complement it. But this is one that I can actually see myself wearing a lot in the fall. I let my roommate smell it and she was like, that's super unique, kind of weird, but I don't hate it. Like, we both really did enjoy this, and I have been wearing this quite a bit. I really wanted to see how this wore on my skin because it had such a unique scent, and that's how I got, like, toward the end of the day, you're kind of getting a little bit more sweetness out of it. Now, there's always a couple of ingredients in the list that you can sometimes smell, but they may not be highlighted as like a top note. And those this time around are, oh gosh, helichrysum oil, I don't know how to pronounce that, orris root extract, and vetiver oil. I really love candles that have vetiver in them. It's a very like warm, kind of musky scent, and I can definitely see why that would be a good complement to this papyrus, Virginia cedar, and violet. Now, another really cool thing about these is that each month they pick a foundation to partner with. And this time around, it happens to be the Malala Fund that they give a portion of their proceeds to. And this fund is to help give all girls the opportunity to learn and lead. Now, if any of you watch David Letterman's show on Netflix right now, My Next Guest Needs No Introduction, Malala was actually a guest on his, I think it was the first season. It may be the second. Either way, you can learn a lot about her and why this fund exists. She's super young. She's already won a Nobel Peace Prize. It's extremely impressive. She's been through a lot, but that's really cool and very pertinent to what I just watched on Netflix recently. Now again, if you want this, you need to order it before the end of September. And if you're interested, I can get you 10% off if you use the code thisorthat10 at checkout. I'll have a link in the description box below. Just follow that. It'll take you directly to the Scent Club subscription site, and then you can check out from there. Now, another cool thing about it is that once you actually become a member of the Scent Club, you get 10% off of everything on the Skylar website. So you kind of get VIP access to their products. I know they have a new launch on the way. Stay tuned for that. I'm actually testing out a couple of products as we speak, and that video should be up by September the 13th. So be on the lookout. They have a lot more in store. I feel like Skylar is growing more and more each month, and I just really support this brand and what they stand behind. No, this video is not sponsored. You would know. I would legally have to disclose it. They send me this Scent Club, and I just love to make these videos because I love what they're doing with this. And I have been pleasantly surprised by a lot of their scents. I would have never thought that I would like this woody, dry, smoky perfume, and probably wouldn't have even picked it up at the store. And now I know that I can go to the store and kind of look for things with papyrus, Virginia cedar, or violet. Like, I know that I actually like those scents with my body chemistry. It's kind of broadening my horizons with perfume overall. So if you like this video, then like it. I have an entire playlist that I'll link at the end of this video if you want to go check out the other types of scents that Skylar's come out with through this subscription service that started back in April 2019. Stick around, join the community, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.